Okay, so let's say you have a video and you don't think it's ready, or you want to do some editing to it, you want to put some titles to it, maybe you want to do some voiceovers to it. There's different things you can do. First of all, the cheapest program you can get in order to edit videos is Windows Movie Maker. Why is it the cheapest program you can get? Because it's free. It comes with Windows. And it's in your programs, accessories. I believe it's in, is it in, what the fuck is it in? Windows Movie Maker. Oh, that's right, they took it out. It's actually separate now. It's in programs, just Windows Movie Maker. It used to be over in entertainment stuff, but it's not anymore. And this is Windows Movie Maker. You'd be surprised the amount of compatibility that it has. It actually does widescreen movies, it does titles, it has effects, it does transitions. The problem with Windows Movie Maker, and the reason that I don't use it anymore, is that it doesn't work with .mp4 video files, and that is the kind of video files that my HD camera here uses. Before I got the HD camera, meaning in 2008 when I first started recording from like October to December, including the year-end videos that I did that year, they were all done here in Windows Movie Maker. So if you're on a very tight budget, if you can't afford to go out and buy a professional grade program, Windows Movie Maker still works. It's not bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad, and it might or might not work with your camera. It probably does work with the majority of cameras. However, I just happen to buy the one that doesn't work with it. So that's Windows Movie Maker. I'm not going to show you much there. After I couldn't use Windows Movie Maker anymore, I was forced to go out and look for another program. Now, there are a lot of good programs out there for Windows. There's Adobe Premiere. There's Adobe After Effects, which actually is kind of like goes in hand with Adobe Premiere. Premiere is more for like the cutting and making of the raw video, and After Effects is like for adding effects and things like that to your video. If you become a master of those two programs, you'll be able to make some of the best videos you've ever seen. Problem? Number one, they cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars each, which is insane. I can't believe that they do, but they do. And number two, they are actually pretty difficult to learn if you don't have like an expert to show you where everything is, to give you a walkthrough or a tutorial. It's not very easy to pick up. I actually used to use Premiere and After Effects years and years ago. I'm talking like in 2000, maybe 2002, 2003, so maybe 7, 8 years ago I used to use it. But after a while, I wasn't making videos anymore, and so I lost all that skill. And to be completely honest, my days of piracy are pretty much over. I don't feel like running out and spending $1,000 on the programs, and I don't want to go download them anymore. I'm beyond that. So I said, what can I find that's not as expensive as those programs, but is still pretty decent? And I looked over the internet, and I found this program down here, which you can't see, of course. I'm going to open it up for you. It's called AVS Video Editor. Okay? And immediately I get a fuck up, so I'm going to say continue. Yeah. This is great. The reason it's probably doing this is probably looking for video files and it can't find them. Oh, this is great. I can't even... Windows, no disk. Actually, I know exactly what it's looking for. It's looking for my external hard drive, because the last video that I made in here, all the videos were stored on my external hard drive, and my external hard drive isn't plugged in right now, so it's having an error saying all the videos that you used last time don't exist. You know, what do you want us to do? And so what you end up with the screen is of videos with a bunch of X's. But anyway, actually what you're seeing here is some of the editing of my last Project 7 video. It actually loads your last project. And the reason I like this program is a couple of things. Number one, you can drag and drop things extremely easily. Number two, the transitions, the video effects are all pretty easy to do. It actually allows you to do video overlays. So as you've seen sometimes on a video, you have this, but then you have a little video screen there and there and there and there. This program allows you to do that with relatively no problems. Don't get me wrong, this does have quirks. The program has some problems with memory. A lot of the times you're going to want to save and then leave it and come back later when your memory's cleared up, because if you do too much at once it might crash, and that really sucks. Sometimes if you're doing a video overlay, so for example if I'm doing this and I want to show a video here, the program messes up and for some reason the video overlay you're showing has a low frame rate, so this will be like a nice 30 frames per second, but this will show up at like half of that, like 10 frames. You're like, why does it look so choppy? So there's ways around it. I found, you know, ways to trick the system, but for the most part I do like this program. It does allow you to do audio overlays and things like that. It does let you do live voice recording, although I haven't messed with that too much. But this is the program I use for all my video editing right now. It's basic. It does have some advanced features, but at the same time, it's not that expensive. I'm pretty sure I got this for under $100. And it also came with some other things. It came with... Yeah, get out of here. I said close. It came with this program as well, AVS Video Converter. And this is useful because, let's say, for example, you have a video type and you want to convert it to a different video type. As you see here on this menu, which you can't really see, I don't know why I said that, but you can convert to many different file types, like to AVI, to a DVD, straight to a DVD, to an MP4, to a, I don't know what the fuck a 3GP is, to an MPEG, MOV, WMV, to real media, to a flash quality movie. You can pretty much encode whatever you want to whatever you want. So you could actually take a video file. So let's say, for example, I just recorded Heavy Rain, and I wanted to take this video and I wanted to make it quality so I could put it on my Zune, my Microsoft Zune, you know, movie player. You could use this to convert it to a Zune file type, and it would work on your Zune. So that was pretty cool. You didn't only get the video editing tool, but you also got the video conversion tool, and that's really cool if you have a video you want to watch on your certain console or your certain, you know, handheld system, and it's not working. You can use that to convert it. The only other thing that I want to show everyone is the new mic that I got in the fall, and I used it for all my voiceovers and my year-end videos in December, and I've also used it for a lot of other things since then. This mic is pretty badass. Let me get it over here. It's called M Audio what? Let's find the book here. This mic is not looking good because my monitor's on. Much better. This is the M Audio. I believe it's called the Session Music Producer. And it came with software. Producer USB is the official name of it. It's pretty good because it's a USB microphone, first of all, but look at it. It's a professional grade mic. Really, this microphone was done for something like podcasting. But for me, I've used it for voiceovers in my year-end wrap-up videos, my year-end, you know, top 10 best games of the year, worst gaming moments of the year, funniest moments of the year. I've now used them in 2 Hateful Truth videos, and I've used them for my Project 7 videos. So any of the audio that you hear that's not from, like, say, you know, my couch or from the camera, any of the voiceovers were made with this mic. And I've dropped this mic on the floor and it still works, so it's pretty durable. It's bent up, but it still works. The quality is excellent. The good news is that I got this on Woot.com. I don't know if you ever heard of Woot.com. It's www.woot.com. Every day they have daily deals, and this happened to be one of their daily deals. You could either get the mic, there was a keyboard that you could get, or there was a sound mixer that you can get, and I think all of them were $40 each. So you could get the whole set for $120, or you could get each piece for $40. I said, I don't really need a mixer at this point. I'm not making professional grade music. Let me just try the microphone. So I got this mic, and it works very well. You just plug it straight into your computer detects it, and you can use it with simple programs like Sound Recorder, which comes with your computer, so you don't need to buy anything additional. Or it'll work with any other program as well, and it detects it as what it's supposed to be. It calls it the M Audio Producer USB. I really like the quality. I have to say, for $40, this is the best microphone I've ever bought. Before I had this, I was using other things like this. Let me show you. Remember this piece of crap that everyone had, the Logitech USB mic that everyone used for like Rock Band and all that? This thing really sucks. I mean, even you can tell when you're playing Rock Band, you sound like shit. It sounds horrible. So, like, obviously it's not that good. And there are other things like this mess right here. It's a USB headset that had a microphone attached to it. I've used that before, and that didn't have very, very limited success. To be completely honest with you, the reason I didn't do voiceovers that much at all last year on anything was because I didn't have a good mic. But now I have a good microphone, and so if I ever want to do like a recap video or a full game review or something like that, or something cool like the Project 7 videos where I'm doing like a, you know, Death Face's voice and I need something to record a voice, this is an excellent microphone to do it. I recommend it to anyone, especially since the price tag, you can probably find it pretty cheap right now. If I found it on Woot, usually it means it's like a closeout item and no one's really selling it anymore. I'm sure there's a better version out now for twice the price, but you can make do with what you can get. So that is it. I've pretty much covered everything. I'm going to do one more quick video as just a recap of all the things that you basically need in order to make good videos on YouTube, how I do it, and hopefully that'll be it and you'll be able to go off and try it yourself.